Okie dokie. So this is all the stuff I've built so far. This is the third iteration of this. This thing's brand new. I got a lot of this wood. Actually got almost all this wood for free except for, no, I got that for free too. I got all this wood for free, all that wood for free. Everything but the top skin I got for free, got for free, got for free, got for free. That thing's, we'll talk about that in a second. The only wood I bought for it is, I bought like 4 2x4s for the ribs, but the 2x6s, the top, actually I bought the angle iron. I bought the angle iron on top and cut it to fit, you know, and then I just drilled some holes out and then got it to recess to where, you know, the pegs don't get damaged by it. That is a 4 foot wide, 10 feet long, and it's like about a curb height. It's a 2x6 with, I think, 1/2 inch OSB on the top, and I got all that for free. Yeah, so I use that as a wall ride, and then I also use it as a little mani pad. It's a little bit short, but it's usable, and I do have a 10-foot piece of angle iron I'm going to put on here. This is, what is it, I think 2.5 or 3 feet tall. I just put this piece of angle iron here on the straight part so I can do vertical smiths and hop double pegs to fakie grind. Oh, peg myself. Damn, the tangler thing broke. It's fun. It's not a very big area, so it's, you know, I have to keep things small. But this part is flat, and then it has a little bit of transition, as you see right here. You can see the cut. It used to be an 8-foot transition. It used to be a quarter. It came up to, I think it came up to about, what is on my finger? That is annoying. Okay, it's gone. It used to come up to about here, and it was just a quarter or whatever, and then it had like a little deck. I think it was like a 1 or 2 foot deck or something like that. And then my last iteration had like a 2.5 or 3 foot deck, and it was 8 feet wide, but it was just too flexy, and the ribs kept on breaking. So I literally have it loaded up. Like there, I mean, you can see the screws in here. I did overkill this time because I'm like, I don't want this thing to crack. I want it to be solid. So, you know, rib. There's like a million ribs. You can see all the screws right there. It was like, it's probably like 200 screws right there. But that thing's super solid, and I didn't get this wood for free. I bought all this wood. This is brand new though. I built the sides with the top deck from what that used to be. And all the top layers here they're really thick wood, but I got it for free behind a dumpster. Not just like in pieces or whatever. I'll insert a clip of what it used to be, and then you'll see kind of like how I fit the panels together. I had to cut all the panels. Whoever cut it didn't cut them straight. You can see like I had some issues here. I just put some reinforcements in, and it's pretty minimalistic with the ribs here. These top sheets are super solid, and I felt like I didn't need it. I had this piece of aluminum sheet for a long time. I don't know where it came from, but I used it as a transition. It made it really smooth, because before it was kind of like janky. It would be like bop, bop, you know. But a bike rolls over that pretty damn smooth. It's nice. This is a kicker I built, all with free wood, like I was saying. Just puts middle support and then ribs every once in a while. It didn't need a whole lot of support either because, you know, this thing's like, it's super solid. I bring them with me, and then I can just kind of enhance spots and make it to where I have a little kicker to, I don't know, just do cooler things, and then like, you know, have smoother transitions and stuff. And then I like to put that, I built this middle one so I can make a little box jump, or I can combine and then make a landing. So if I end up casing, I case on this flat box rather than, you know, having this thing slide out from under me and then eating shit. So I built this one, I think 2 nights ago. Actually, I just added some supports tonight because it was a little bit flexy side to side, and like now it's like super solid. That's a little interesting fellow, and again, we'll get to that in a second. Actually, let's just check it out right now. So these sides were left over from the second iteration of that. the deck used to be that big, and that was the second bit of transition. You can see, but it used to be taller. It used to come up to about here, so it would be a nice little bit of transition. It wouldn't be, it's not completely vertical, but it had good pop and it was fun or whatever, but it just kept on cracking, and I always felt like I was going up too high, and then if I ever got good enough, I felt like I would hit my head on the ceiling. I was nowhere near that, but I just was planning for the future, and I just decided it was just too big for this area. I set it down flat, and I'm like, you know what? That's the perfect size for a kicker. So my goal here was to not use any skin. Not only because I didn't have any, but I wanted to prove that you could make a pretty smooth transition with just, you know, some 2x4s. Well, these are 2x3s, but I added some 2x4s, and then this is like a 1x4. I put it on both sides here, and then I put a 2x6 here that I had in a... Just wanted to show you that you could make a kicker, or even like a full ramp if you had enough wood, without the top skin, because that stuff is expensive. You can get 2x4s for pretty damn cheap. You know, you can get them for like, I think like $2 each. Or I got the 2x3s for really cheap. They're like $1 something. That's why I went with 2x3s initially for this, and it ended up being a mistake because I spread them out too thin. It's a pretty decent curve. I think on some rough asphalt, it'll stick enough to where I can get some decent pop off it, and I can do some, you know, bump jumps on this side. So these are my current ramp builds for 2018. It's November currently, and I just wanted to share them with you because I'm pretty excited about them. Obviously, I can't have these all out at once. You know, there's not enough room. You know, I can store a lot of these things up against the walls and then just have like one ramp to focus on and the rest of the room kind of empty, or just like throw a rail in the middle somewhere. And it's enough room to mess around with and stay out of the winter, the cold, and the snow. It is currently dirty window. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is my haven from the winter, from the parks that get crowded. And I just, it's a cool little place. Anyway, have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.